Simplecan has been my refuge while I was dealing with a really shitty time in my life. A lot of topics hit home, and your insights on them made me think, question, as well as realize a lot of stuff. Especially the one where you talked about how if a person is no longer a part of our life, we have to remember how we lead our life before they became a part of it. Anywho, my question is a silly one at that. Is it a natural and human way to feel bitter towards an ex? As in, like, you've come to peace with your whole situation, but suddenly, smack in the middle of the day, you somehow stumble upon them having fun with other people, and your brain goes, how can they be so happy when you're so miserable? And do they really miss you? Or did your presence ever matter in their life? Somewhere a tiny part of your heart wants them to be a little miserable because you are, but then again, you're conscious that it's a bad thing to feel for someone. Is this normal or am I a horrible person? What are your 2 cents? Lots of love to these long recordings of you talking, and a big thank you for doing this. I hope you have an idea of how impactful this is being in so many lives, including mine. Oh, thank you guys. So sweet. I never get fed up of all the wonderful messages. Okay, I took this question. We keep getting this question, but I took this mostly because from the context of when a significant relationship suddenly is out of your life. And I took it because I recently ended a friendship. Couple of them. And I was getting worried, is this normal? And I spoke to other friends in the same age range, I'm 31, that they're also going through the same thing. And I guess 30s is the time where you kind of get set in your ways and you kind of know what's good for you, what's bad for you. And I realized these 2 friends were quite bad for me. I wish there was another better option where I didn't have to cut them off. But then I've been going for therapy also, so a lot of bad habits I've had to unlearn. And it was very clear they were bad for me in my life. As people, they're fine and they're not bad people, but they were very bad for me in my life. So it was so strange to break up with a friend. I know you're talking about breaking up with an ex. To be honest, it still seemed like it's recent, so that's why you're feeling that way. Nothing like time. Time will heal it. And you're bumping into them, or you're stalking them on Instagram. Stop doing that. But you'll get over it, honestly. One wonderful thing to know and horrible thing to know is that you mean a lot to a lot of people and you mean nothing at the same time. Like, for example, I'm hoping my wife, my family, and my friends think I'm a big part of their lives. But at the same time, to console yourself, you're also not a big part of their lives. They're also adults. They can also navigate in their own world and they don't necessarily need you. If you're there, great. If you're not there, life won't come crumbling down. So this helps you also to not stress about your relationships. At the same time, you also realize that, you're pretty irreplaceable. But you broke up with them and you have moved on with your life. You're miserable now, but you'll get better, bro. The moment you meet someone better or nicer or different, you'll just forget about them. Then you've become that horrible person who just moved on. So there's nobody who's horrible. It's just how it is. But back to the friendship breakup. I want you in the comments to tell me if in detail, don't just be like me also. Like if you have had an experience of ending a friendship. Ideally, if you're in your 30s or 40s, because I'm sorry, but if you're in your 20s, the reasons for ending friendships are not relatable to me. But in your 30s and 40s, you have very nuanced reasons to end friendships. Like you really think about it. And I don't know if it's the right thing I did, but man, I feel so much better about it because they were pretty toxic. But they were nice people. So I feel bad because I don't want them to be hurt. But at the same time, I don't have much time. Your life and your mood is precious and your feelings are precious. And I already am so blessed to have friends who respect me and I respect them. They respect my time and my feelings. So why waste your energy into people who are not doing that? And it's not like they made one mistake and I was like, get out. I was just like, oh, this is multiple times that they have been toxic and I had to end it. And it was not, it's quite ugly to us. And I wish there was a smoother way of doing it. Because I feel people expect a very dramatic reason to break up, in a friendship or in a relationship. Like you cheated on me or you hit me or you betrayed me. But something as this is not a very fulfilling and fruitful relationship seems like a very high standard problem to end a relationship with. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Hey, if listening to 1 hour long podcast isn't your thing, this is a perfect channel for you.
Subscribe for more such short recordings of me talking alone or with my friends. And I won't be a true YouTuber if I don't say like, share and subscribe. Bye.